Hey guys, it's MugenLord here and welcome back to Mugen TV. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video I did, which was the Nintendo Switch Mini Direct. I appreciate the responses that you guys left behind, but let us continue. Today I really want to talk about this important topic, and I've been pretty much trying to avoid this topic and not really talk about it, but I thought it was about time to talk about it because it's really important, and I guess you could say it's starting to get on my nerves. It should have been getting on my nerves for some time now. Now, if you guys don't know, earlier today a trailer was released for Arc System's upcoming tag battle game called BlazBlue Tag Battle. Now, this is the game I was pretty excited for. You know, I don't really play many Arc Systems games, but they are very good. They have high quality and it has a dedicated fan base. And then now Arc System has gotten a chance to work with Bandai Namco to work on Dragon Ball FighterZ. So what I want to talk about today is DLC and how DLC is handled within each genre of games. Now, we already know that microtransactions has become a major player, and when it comes to DLC, also loot boxes. Now, we always had this controversy that's been going on for the past couple of months with EA and also with Activision with Destiny 2, and we have Star Wars Battlefront, and they have pretty much been hitting the news like really bad, really hard, and gamers are really getting fed up with these practices. Now I want to just go over to the fighting game genre, because now it's really getting out of hand, because after this trailer that was just dropped by Arc System Works with BlazBlue Tag Battle, come to find out that they have revealed all 20 characters. There's gonna be 20 characters in the base roster. Now, you think about it, it's a 2v2 game. So if you look at it and say, hey, it's not that bad. But the thing that really bothers me the most, and it's bothering the community right now, is the fact is, after they announced these that there's gonna be 20 characters in the base roster, they announced there's gonna be an additional 20 characters as DLC. And I think the thing that really just struck a nerve in the most of the community is the simple fact is, we already have 2 original characters that's being developed for this game, which is the R.W.B.Y characters. Now, the R.W.B.s, if you guys haven't followed this anime series, it's pretty much, I guess you could say, American anime series that has a strong, following, a cult following behind it, and they decided to partner with this company in order to implement them into their tag battle game. So the funny thing about it is, they revealed that it's going to be 2 out of the 4 R.W.B.Y characters is going to be added into the game, but they decided to leave out the other 2 R.W.B.Y characters and decided to make them DLC. Now, who's DLC right now that's just been announced? Well, Blake has been announced as DLC. That's going to be part of the 20 DLC characters in this package. Now, you think about it for a second. That's almost half the game that's going to be locked away behind DLC. And what makes it worse is, and we talked about this, and the thing is, I know us as a community really get on Capcom about their practices and what they do and how they handle their DLC, especially when you go back to Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think Street Fighter Cross Tekken was the straw that broke the camel's back, or pretty much woke up most of the gamers as in the fighting game community about how shady these business practices can be when they locked away most of the DLC characters. I believe it was 20 DLC characters for Street Fighter Cross Tekken that they had locked away on the disc. And now you fast forward to right now, it seems like Arc System is trying to pull a fast one when it comes to this. Now, the thing was, I was really skeptical the first time when after they announced Dragon Ball FighterZ, when they announced it's going to have a DLC pass, and the DLC pass that they have is pretty much, I guess the price they're asking for is kind of high, which is, they said it's going to be a $30 price tag. Now, the thing is, they had people pretty worried or pretty much scratching their head about the decision they wanted to go with Dragon Ball FighterZ and this DLC. Is the fact that it's $30, and they announcing 8 additional characters before the game launch. Now, the thing is, I really didn't get on Arc System about it, because if you look at the characters that's in Dragon Ball FighterZ, these characters are pretty much built with care, built with quality. So, okay, the roster is not too bad, and it's not, it's not bad, but you look at the number count, the roster is kind of small for a 3v3, but you look at it and say, okay, these characters have quality to them. So I don't mind. I'll shell out the $30 to get the 8 additional characters. But now you stop and think about it, when we found out that the collector's edition, which is the highest deal that you get for Dragon Ball FighterZ, when you found out that the DLC pass is not included, it started an uproar with this, and then he followed up with this with 20 additional characters with the BlazBlue Tag Team Battle, which is really upsetting. And then they give us a list. They have the whole ordeal on how everything is going to be broken out and how everything's going to be laid out. They're going to have different volumes of how the DLC is going to be broken into. You can either pay for all the DLC at once, or you can buy them separately into volume 1 through 4, I believe, and then they have the final DLC character. And they already gave us a release date for the game. The release date for the game is coming out in May. So now we already got the full roster, base roster, before the game is even launched in May. And then now we have already a trailer to a DLC character that's going to be alongside 19 other DLC characters already. So I'm pretty sure, and I'm figuring right now, is that from now or up into May, they're going to be revealing trailers to DLC characters. So if the game is already done and they're already showing trailers to DLC characters, why not put them into the base roster? And that's really bothering me. That's really irking me. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, well, hey, MugenLord, you made a video about this, like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And like I said, when you're a fan of things, yes, you can be guilty of a lot of things or buying into some of the practices and stuff like that. And this is where things and gamers have to really put their foot down on this, for the simple fact is, I'm not here to tell you what you should do with your money, because if you find that there's some quality or it's a bang for your buck, go ahead and purchase it. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad about what you want to purchase. If you like the game, buy it. And it's the same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I enjoyed the game, I bought it. But when you look at this now, it seems like with fighting games more and more, it seems like they're cutting out more and more of the game and selling it to you. And I remember back in the day when we played a lot of these fighting games, you was able to unlock most of these characters. You was even able to unlock alternate costumes, able to unlock extra colors. And you look at Street Fighter V, they sell colors to you, they're selling characters to you, they're selling costumes to you. And now when you look at Arc System work, which I think is just beyond ridiculous, they coming out the gate telling you that, hey, this is half the game. We selling you 20 characters as DLC way before the game is even launched with its base roster. I think it really bothers me the most is the fact is that they're pulling these characters from pre-existing games they made in the past and putting them together, which doesn't really take that much effort. They most likely got to change the properties to the moves and resize them, but now they're repackaging these characters and selling them as DLC from characters that already exist. The only characters they really have to put work into are the R.W.B.Y characters, so that makes sense. So I can see the strategy is in each volume, I can see them putting a R.W.B.Y character in each volume, so you can make you buy these volumes in order to get these DLC characters for the R.W.B.Y characters. So that's pretty much my gist of it. It's really bothering me how they're going about this. And the thing is, I decided from here on out, especially with this game, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and just not support this game at all. I am not purchasing this game. I was really hyped for this game because I really wanted to get into this because one, you have Persona characters, you have BlazBlue characters, then you have R.W.B.Y and Under Night Birth characters all in one game. It's like this is like a dream come true. And I did a video on this before when it came to this game. This game was bound to happen. It's like most Mugen fans already know that this was bound to happen. This is nothing but a licensed Mugen game that they're selling to you. And you can already do this on Mugen. You can download most of these characters and put this together yourself and play it and have a good time. It's the simple fact is that now they're trying to sell it to us at a higher price and cut out half the roster, which I really think is not cool. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and not support this game at all. And for those of you who supported Arc System, I feel really bad for you guys because you guys been there day one and always supported this company when it was pretty much like a niche, and only you guys helped thrive and push Arc System and y'all created pretty much a community, a strong community. So I really feel bad for you guys that Arc System is going down this route with this scheme of DLC. So that's pretty much my opinion. I want to know what you guys think about DLC and how they're handling it in fighting games now. We already dealt with the microtransaction, we dealing with the loot crate and other genres, and now it seems like with fighting games now they trying to go down this path. And if they get away with this, that means I can see other companies, and Capcom is already getting stomped on. And if Capcom ever try to pull something like this, I think it pull something all far worse than this. I think it would be like detrimental to the fighting game community altogether. But that's it. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the bell in order to get notified for updates and when I'm going to upload new videos. This is MugenLord, and I'm signing off. See you game fiends later. Peace out.